While we're at the task in Ituwid Natin of setting the records straight, of getting the facts straight, let's go back to one incident during the presidency of President GMA that occasioned heightened, if not hysteric, calls for her impeachment and for her resignation. This was known as the Hello Garci scandal. What was it about? It was alleged that sometime in 2004, at the height of the presidential elections, President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo called up an incumbent member of the Commission on Elections, later on identified as Commissioner Garciliano. This conversation was wiretapped. That is not legally insignificant. In fact, Justices Ranyada and Agkawili, retired members of the Court of Appeals, on their own sought to have the investigations terminated because the very evidence that was being used was in violation of the Anti-Wiretapping Act. But leaving that aside, did we really bother to find out what the conversation was about? Did the so-called investigative journalists ever inquire with assiduousness into the nature of the conversation between PGMA and Garci? Oh, but it seemed to be enough that she said, "Hello, Garci," and that provided enough fodder for gossip, derision, innuendo. Looking back and looking at the evidence more closely and more critically, the question should now be asked: did PGMA instruct Garciliano to do anything in violation of law? Had the tapes, had the recording revealed that she had in fact induced Garciliano to commit a crime, that would have been an indefensible violation of her oath, an indefensible violation of trust, and nobody would have stood by her. But the fact is, we didn't hear that from the tapes, and no journalist, no reporter ever heard that. In fact, both houses of Congress conducted inquiries. Have we heard from those reports? And do those reports tell us that she instructed the rigging of the elections? That she instructed Garciliano to tamper with the election results? No, they do not. Because if they would have, her critics would not have wasted time in making this known to the public. So, why did she go public? Why did she go national and say, "I'm sorry"? Not too difficult. She said, "I'm sorry," because apparently her "Hello Garci," rather innocuous, had caused distress, outrage among her critics. She said, "I'm sorry," because some took offense at that call. She said, "I'm sorry," because many believed it to be inappropriate. She was not apologizing for having committed a crime. There is absolutely no evidence that she did, and she never admitted that she committed the crime. Hello Garci became one way by which the president's critics ridiculed her. No end. Does this not send the very dangerous signal that candor, honesty, many times do not pay? Does this not contribute to a culture of mendacity? Here we have a president who braved criticism, faced national television and said, "I'm sorry," for making a call that apparently disturbed many people. And instead of gallantly saying, "Apology accepted," so many ridiculed her. So many called her names. And so many acted in a manner that we should be ashamed of. We can do better than this. And it is that undying faith that Ituwid Natin is all about.